everyone, it's Jenna and welcome to Sunday Yarn Chat Live. Thanks for joining me here today. Let me know down below in the comments if you are watching me live or on replay. I have been not here for a few weeks, if you guys have noticed that. So much going on, right? So much going on, so much yarn, so many projects, so much going on. And you'll see a slightly new background here for me. We're kind of working on my office. So I kind of had to move temporarily to this little spot here, and happy to be here with you guys finally today. So let's see. Let's talk about works in progress. What do I have this week for works in progress? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know if I showed you guys this before. I think I did. This is a tote bag that Dave made for me out of leather. I love it. Box bottom. Check out the website. We're selling them in a few different colors. He hand makes them all, and they're awesome. So tell me below if you are watching on YouTube. Well, of course, you're watching on YouTube. I'm not streaming on Facebook right now. If you're watching me live or on replay, and throw your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So one of the things that I have been working on is the 2025 knit along blanket. And I tell you guys, I am working on this and I'm not giving up, because sometimes I have a tendency to just I don't have time for it. There it is. Whoop. Yeah, let me flip it the other way. There we go. So one of the things I decided to do was I wanted to put white between each one, because I wanted to kind of section it off a bit. So I'm adding white borders to all the sides, so you can see them there. So I'm still working. This is January's yarn. So I added that in. So I have January, and then I have the last 2 months here. And this is the annual knit along blanket. If you join us for Chat Knit Night, which I think is going to be next Thursday, the fourth Thursday of every month. I think it's next week. If you join us, you will get the pattern. Or if you're a member of the Southern Stitch Box, you'll get the pattern. So this is 1 month. This is straight stockinette. This is exactly what the first month was supposed to be, but that's when I messed it up, and instead I did this. So this was January, February. I think this was March. March, April, May, June. Yeah, I don't remember. I meant to put stitch markers here so I'd remember which months they were, but I didn't. But I'm really liking what we did here, and went back in and put the white. Now, this is just the undyed. If you want to get some of the undyed, then I've got it up in the store for undyed. So, of course, I thought about putting in the undyed as markers to separate after I did sections 1 and 2. And so I had to go back. Now, I decided to do this afterwards for this one section. So basically this right here is knit on top. Don't ask me how I did it. I'm not totally sure how I did it. I just knitted it on top. So if I flip it over, you can't see it. See? You can't see it. There's nothing there. There's just, it goes straight. So I'm going to have to put it in. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to do this to the exact other side. And I think I'll record it so that way you guys can see when I put it in. There we go. See? So you can tell that some of this, hopefully it'll block out when I block it. I did some of these a little bit better, some of these not so better. You can see some of it's a little funky in here, like all over here. Yeah, it's a little funky. So, but everything else I knit in place. So I would just do it as I was knitting. So you can see here, I just added it right in. And then here, I just added it right in. And then what I've done is I've put the try-on, like the try-on cords. And I'm going to have these for sale, these little sets for sale in the shop. But just try-on cords with some clips. And I just did that. And that way I don't have to bind off. And also that way I don't have to go back later and pick up the stitches. I can just start knitting again. At least that's my theory. Let's cross my fingers and say. But I thought I'd do the yarn chat a little bit later in the day, just because I figured, well, sometimes I get to it really early, and then I know a lot of people can't join. So I thought I'd do it a little bit later in the day. So let me know below. Tell me in the comments if you like the later in the day one. I tend to like, well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here, so it doesn't matter to me if I do it later in the day or now. No, later in the day could be a little bit nicer. It's like what I'm doing now. So I can catch East Coast and West Coast people. So yeah, so I'm still working through the January colorway, but remember I have two other ones in there. So that's what I've been working on. And this is how much I have left of January. January, that's all I have left. Why does this never want to? There you go. I don't know why this camera doesn't. I mean, it's a good camera. It's one of the separate ones. It's not the one. Well, I don't think. Yeah, it's a Logitech. So, anyways, this was the January color. There we go. All right, so working on this. Got that much left. And then move my keyboard out of the way so I don't accidentally press. See? So I don't accidentally press on something, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, I'm back. Full screen again. So then here's the white right here that I'm adding in. Go ahead and say hi. Let me know you're here. I'd love to know where you're from and where you're watching me from today. Oh, so get my rest of my cord out of here. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Working on it, guys. Working on it. Okay. That's my little night light. Then I have this one, this colorway, and this is February. So January is what I'm doing now. This is February's colorway from Southern Stitch Box. I do not like the way this camera is focusing. It's my first time really using it. Oh, I've used it before, but still, I just don't like the way it's focusing. So here we go. And so that's February. And then I have in here, tell you this bag Dave made me, it holds so much. It has 1, 2, 3 full skeins, plus everything else I've pulled out, plus another 1, 2, almost 3. It holds a lot. So yes, now we have February and January next to each other, and I'm doing the worsted for this. I wanted a little bit heavier of a blanket because I wanted it to be a little bit cozy. Excuse the reach for a second. I dropped my yarn. And let's see, is there a tag on here to tell me who made this? So I can give a shout out to whoever made this. There is not a tag. Guys, put tags on things so people can give you shout outs. Yep, nothing at that seam. There's only one seam. No idea who made this, but isn't this cute? Totally cute. I love the owls. Love that. So this is my yarn for that. And then I've got more of my cord. So when I'm done with this one, I can put more onto it. And I have my little Stitch Fix. There we go, and my scissors. And handy dandy stitch markers. I love these types of stitch markers because they don't get in the way of things. They don't get caught. See that? Put that down. It's cute, isn't it? Ooh, coffee. Wash your hands, Jen, before you go live. Welcome to my live broadcast. I have coffee on my hand. Okay, let's do it with this hand then. I love this. And go check out, I'll put a link to it in today's broadcast. But Wendy, who's been a longtime customer, she makes these stitch markers, and they're just awesome because they just stay, and they're great, and they don't get caught, they don't snag. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link to her store below because I love these things. So yeah, that's what I have in this bag. I told you this leather bag that Dave made me holds a lot. So here goes the shawl, the blanket. So keep adding on to that. Now, the next thing I'm working on, Dave and the dogs are coming back in. So, yep. Well, the dogs are coming back in. Maybe not so much Dave, but the dogs are coming back in. So, do you guys remember you got last year's Advent? You got the full, remember this guy, right? Yep. I'm still working on my Advent. But that's okay. It's not a race, right? We do things in our own pace. We don't stress over it, right? I love this cup. It's Swig. And it has like little grainy squares on it. I think it's a new design for the summer. I love Swig cups. I really do. So, working on my Advent. And here we go. What I'm doing with working on the Advent is I'm working on this year's pattern. I know, right? I am taking last year's Advent to do this year's pattern. So I'm going to give you guys, if you're here, a sneak peek. There you go. This is a sneak peek, but actually what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make it twice as wide. So the length you see here, because I'm finding the stripes to be too long, and it's going to be like over like 8 feet, 10 feet, if I keep going with the stripes this wide. So I'm getting rid of it. And then I'm going to frog the whole thing, start over again with stripes being twice as wide to make it more of a wrap, because that way it won't be so wide. So I like it. It's a really nice, easy to memorize pattern. Of course, it's not blocked. So show me a little grace there because it's not blocked, but it's a nice little eyelet pattern. So I'm working on this year's Advent pattern, and no matter what, whether you got the regular Advent or you get the deluxe, the yarn only or the deluxe, you get the Advent pattern. So here we are, and got my little handy dandy row counter here. Sometimes I just like a little plastic row counter that fits on the end of my stuff, because why not? It's easy. It stays put. Of course I have so many row counters and stuff like that because, oh, no, yarn shop, I've got everything. But you never know. I'm always losing things. So I'm always pulling into my stash of things because I'm always losing things. So, okay. And I've got my handy dandy sock knitting gauge, ruler here. I do not like the way this camera is all of a sudden focusing. I'm gonna have to adjust it later. Talk to my tech support guy who's out right now working on our mailbox. Talk to him about actually I think he's weed whacking. Why this isn't focusing for me, I have no idea. So I have that in there. Don't know why I'm not knitting socks, but it really does do good to measure this. Doesn't measure only socks. And I want to say these are like $12 on the website. Here's my pattern that I came up. Oopsie. Don't do that. Go away. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. Yep. So here's my little pattern that I wrote. And I've been trying out one of these pattern holders to see if I like them. Still not 100% sure. I don't know if I like the way that they rest and mount, and I've just got to work this through a little bit more to see if I really like these. We'll see. Not really sure. Where does it go? There it goes. Because it just magnetizes right on. So, and then it's got more little magnets. We're going to have to see. Not really sure what I think of that tool yet. You know, I want to try things out before I recommend anything to y'all because, you know, don't want to be suggesting things that are just really not all that great. So, yep, here's our little elf bag from last year that we sublimated onto there. I love sublimation. It's so much fun. It really is. Okay, so I still have my Advent. And as you can tell from the yarn there, I've only done 3 days. Right? So there's my 3 days. I know. I've only done 3 days so far. I got to get working on that. I'm excited though because this year's Advent, I'm doing like a retro pink sort of thing, retro pink and colors that work with that. And I'm so excited. It's going to be all my favorite colors. It's going to be amazing. So this is last year's Advent. If you're deluxe, you got one of these. This year, everybody's getting an Advent box. Everybody's getting one of those boxes that open and have all the things inside, and they're all numbered, and it's awesome. So I have been working on crochet. Remember, I've been teaching myself to crochet. So this is my latest test swatch. There we go. It's my latest test swatch. And I think it's turning out pretty good. I've gotten better with the evenness somewhat. Gotten better. See, it's looking a little bit better. I do not like this camera. I got to figure out what on earth is going on with this camera. I do not like it. So I've got to, I like that. Yeah, it's turning out a lot better. You know what? Let me see if I dim down the lighting a bit, if that'll help. Okay, let's see. I got this set of crochet hooks on Amazon. So they got it to me like today, right? Oopsie, I just dropped one. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, no, that was a tapestry needle. Anyways, all these sizes, $6.99 on Amazon. And they have a really nice, cushy, ergonomic grip to them. Really nice. Because when I was younger, I'd always see my mom and my aunts, my grandmother knitting or crocheting with these. I'm like, ugh, that doesn't look comfortable. This, though, totally comfortable. So, $6.99 on Amazon, and they had it like here the next day. It was great. And, you know, they work as well as the really expensive ones. My whole philosophy is save money where you can and spend it and splurge when you really want to and you really want something to splurge on. So $6.99 hooks. It was the whole set. It's on Amazon. Came with this. I do not have an Amazon affiliate link, so I'm not endorsing any. I just tell you, I love these. I'm not going to get commission or anything because I I don't know how to do all that stuff. I have to learn things slowly. So, and then, so I think I'm doing good. I have one blocking right over there behind the camera right now. It's blocking. It's a green one. I do not like this camera. There we go. Hold it in focus better this way. Hi, thanks for joining us. Let me know if you're catching us on live or on replay, and let me know where you're from. I'd love to say hi and know where you're watching us from. So the one thing I've noticed with crochet is you don't have to worry about dropping stitches. I love this. But I am going to go ahead and I don't know if you're supposed to do this. So if y'all are crocheters out there and you know, tell me please. I'm going to put a little hook in here just so it stays put. I don't know if I need to or not, but I have been having my needle in here and I just don't want to lose it. So I'm going to put a little thingy in there. But it's been great. I mean, I've been having fun using that much. I just basically keep trying and trying. The bag's not one of Dave's. The bag is, if y'all are in the Notions Club, you got the blue bag for the Notions Club because I couldn't get enough red ones in time. So you got the blue and it's leather and it's nice. I still have some bags, the blue ones, available. If you want any, it is leather. It's really nice. It's really soft. It's got a lot of stuff in there right now, but it's really nice. And I just love the way of the pull up, the way the colors pull up. Because a lot of times, you know, it all goes to the finishing process, how they tan the leather and finish it. If they're finishing it with wax and oils, or if they're veg tanning versus chrome tanning, and how they finish it. And so this is my favorite type. That's why, because I like leather with some depth. And that's why even with this one, you're going to see there's shading in there. Oh. You're going to see there's shading in there and tones, and I love it. And these sides are just amazing. He did a really great job. He hand sews all this in. So I love it. Anyways. And these are just natural. The more you carry them, it's like any other leather out there. I mean, they've already darkened up a bit just from me carrying it a little bit because just your hand oils, it develops a patina. It's really great. So I have some more of these in blue. And I also have more of these lights. So if you wanted to get in on the Notions Club, you wanted to pass one, we still have some lights. And we still have bags, but bags are blue, but they're in the store. So go check them out. I love these. Okay, so that's one project. I don't know how long it's been since I've opened this bag. So right now, I don't know what's in there, but it's been sitting in my basket. Let's see, do I know who it's from? Who made it? Nope, there's no name on here. People don't put their name on things. I can't give shout outs if you don't put your name on things. I've probably had this bag 5 or 6 years. I have no idea. So, oh, wait a minute. I think I did find a slip. The striped tangerine. Probably somebody I got off of Etsy. Striped tangerine. Yeah, there you go. So, this is some cotton. It's cotton. A few years ago, I made a cable pillow for my couch. I had never done cables before. I didn't know if I could do cables. You know how a lot of people get scared about cables, right? So I'm like, I'm going to do this. And not only did I do it, I did it without a pattern. All I did was I looked how to do cables. I saw how to do a braid up, and I did it. So I made a pillowcase. It's for a lumbar pillow. And so I just basically knit down. And as I was knitting down, I did the cable right here. Y'all don't know. When I write patterns, these patterns that y'all are getting have gone through my tech editor and they're all polished and good. When I write a pattern, if you look back on my Ravelry stuff, if you look back on some of my old patterns, it's going to say something like cast on 62 stitches, knit in the round for this number of inches, knit, yeah, and then it's going to give like the little repeat thing, and then it's going to be bind off. That's all. It was just really basic, simple. Because I was just writing it for myself and I would just kind of chicken scratch it as I go. And, but I've got this wonderful tech editor and she does amazing things with it. And I send her my chicken scratch and she just bloop, puts it all together for me and makes it so that, you know, it's a nice, really legible, nice, good pattern. Anyways, one of the things I did not account for was I know this is cotton, but for some reason it feels like wool. I know it's cotton, but it feels like wool. Anyways, regardless, I have to go in and fix the stitching on it. Yeah, I have to fix the stitching on it. I was going to get up and go get it, but that's okay. I've got to fix the stitching on it. And so what I did was I grabbed the red because this is the same one. And it's not the stitching of anything, it's side. Because when I closed it, my skill of closing wasn't all that great. So when I closed it, because like I said, I made this like 5 or 6, 7 years ago. And I didn't even have the pillow form. I didn't even have the pillow form with me. I went out and got a pillow form to fit this into later. So basically, I just got a whole bunch of pillow stuffing and just jammed it into there and then sewed it up, and it was just not a good seam. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to fix the entire side, get a pillow form, put it in there, and stitch it up. So that's what I'm going to do this time. But that's what this project is. Long story for a basically short answer. I have to fix a seam on a pillow. And that's what this is. And it keeps reminding me that I have to do it. Okay, let's see. Where's the other sock? There it is. Okay. So, Eliandra Knits designed this pattern. I love it. She designed it with my yarn. I sent her 5 100-gram skeins, and she designed this. Isn't this so cute? It's called Lattice Be Friends. And let me make sure I grab the right 2 colors. Yeah, it's these 2. And I want to and I got my color formulas on the tag, so I want to kind of hide them. Y'all don't want to see the color formula, do you? No. Well, you might. See, I do not like the way this camera's going. So, these are them? Yep, these are them. So, this is Lattice Be Friends. If you get it as a sock kit, then you get 2 100-gram skeins. These are the minis. But you get 2 100-gram skeins, plus the pattern, plus that sock ruler I showed y'all a few minutes ago. I threw in oh, well, it's in the bottom of the bag. Let me go see if I can get it. Let's see what I'm doing for you guys. I'm not going back and digging through my bag again. There you go. So if you get the sock kit, then you get the ruler, you get the pattern, you get the 2 100-gram skeins, not the minis, 2 100s, to make this. There we go. So that's what you get. And also, she's doing a new pattern, which I really like it too. She's doing a new sock pattern, and she's using all 5 of the colors that I sent her before. So we've got a new sock pattern from her coming out, and that'll be a kit. And let me get these all lined up so y'all don't have to see my formulas. Where are they? There we go. Whoopsie, don't drop. So here we go. Do-do-do. And do-do-do-do. So here we go. So it's pretty green. Then it's a deep purple. And it's blowing out a little bit right now. So let me adjust. There we go. How's that? I think that's better. Yeah. And then the lighter purple. And then the two from the other sock set. So these are the two from this one. Okay. And so you're going to be able to get the 5 colors together. I might do 50 grams for a set. I'll probably do 50s, 100s, and minis. That way you can choose which one you want. And those will be coming out soon, as soon as she's ready to launch the pattern. So, excuse me. Love it. If you're a designer out there and you want to use some of my yarn for a pattern, reach out to me. Send me an email, contact at southernskeins.com, and I will get back to you. And we can chat about yarn for either your project or your testers, because I like giving yarn out to testers too for patterns. So these are thems. Yarn, let's see. Some sunshine and spring and summer blooms closed for orders today. So I'm going to be ordering the bare yarn for that and dyeing it, and it's going to ship on the 7th. I'm really excited about that set. I love that set. Think of what else. We still have some Christmas advents left. Go check those out. We have our Halloween countdown box, which I haven't done in a few years, but I'm doing it this year. And it's all about tales. It's like Southern creepy tales, like, you know, Savannah, Georgia's known for a lot of creepy things, you know, all the way down into the bayous of Louisiana. So it's going to be kind of like that whole sort of region. It's not going to be like Serial Skeins is, where it's like, you know, serial killers. It's going to be like haunted, ghosty story type of stuff. And I love it. So check that out. It's going to be a 13-day countdown of minis for 13 days. And let's see. Serial Skeins is coming back this year, but it's coming back more than once. It's going to have a couple of installments this year. So everybody's loved it. And I can't remember who. Oh, right. I remember who I'm doing now. Serial Skeins, I'm doing Jack the Ripper. For a minute, it just totally drew a blank with me. I'm doing Jack the Ripper for Serial Skeins this year. So anyways, it's going to be totally fun. And Yarn Club. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know, as you might have heard on the last one of these I did, or if I even mentioned it, my mom was in the hospital. She so I guess now we've moved into chatter. My mom's was in the hospital. She wasn't feeling good, so we took her in. She when the ER took her pulse, it was at her pulse was at 27 to 36. No joke. 27 to 36 was her pulse. And that's really low. Not a medical person, but that's really low. So turns out after like 4 days in the hospital, that she had like bradycardia. And as humans, we couldn't feel the skipped beat, because most people, they said, now this is not medical advice at all, this is just what happened. I'm just relating to you what happened. They said that most people have a skipped beat every once in a while, or an extra beat, but it's like every 20 minutes. She was having it like every time your heartbeat. The problem is that because of that, we were only hearing when they were feeling and listening, they were only feeling one beat. And so in a minute, it would ended up like being 37, like, 27, 29. It was like half of what it should be. So they were looking at possibly congestive heart failure. They were looking at, does she need a pacemaker, before they settled on bradycardia, however you say it. So that just kind of snowballed and set me behind. What I'm getting to is, bear with me. I know I'm rambling. The yarn club was a little late going out. Well, a day late. That's all. It was a day late. It went out yesterday. So it went out on the 21st. My arms are sore as anything because I did an entire day. I twisted skeins. I mean, we're talking from sun up to more than sundown on Friday. I was sitting there and doing nothing but this by hand. So my shoulders got a good workout. My shoulders are a little sore. Everything got packed. Everything got shipped. If you are one of our new subscribers, thank you so much. One of the things that we forgot to do is to put your bonus gift inside your package. So your bonus gifts are going, they're being mailed today. They went out today. So you'll be getting all of that. Hey, I'm live.
So I've heard.
Don't eat.
What? Me too.
You know what? Don't eat too much because we're going to grab dinner.
Okay. I'll eat one sandwich.
He's making himself a bologna sandwich, and I didn't want him to eat too much because we're going to grab dinner. Oh, you should come over here and dance for everybody. He's dancing while he makes his bologna sandwich. So, you gotta love Dave. I do. It's the bologna what?
Yes.
It's his bologna dance. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, ladies. He's a riot. He's over there shaking his bum, doing the bologna dance while he makes himself a sandwich. So, anyways, that threw me back a little bit in getting the yarn club out. So, oh goodness, how life happens, right? If it's not one thing, it's another. Or if it's not one thing, it's your mother. That might be a better way to say it. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. So yeah, that's where we were with the yarn club. It's all going out, or it's all gone out. It's already at the post office. It went yesterday. And like I said, everybody who joined, who got a gift in their first box. Hey, Mally, you got to come over, baby. If you got a gift in your first box, if you're a new subscriber, that's going out separately because Tyler told me late last night that he forgot to include them in when he was packing. Excuse me. So those are going out separate. And t-shirts should be on the way to you shortly. I think they are. Hi, baby. Hi, Melly. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to come up and say hi? No? Okay. You don't need to come up and say hi then. It's okay. She's tired, I think. Everybody's seen my Mally before, right? Yeah, she's a cutie. She's having her dinner. I put her food bowl right there. So she's having her dinner. Oh yeah. Show off my nails. Stella Chroma. You know I love Stella Chroma polishes. I'm getting better at painting my nails. And the nice thing is my nails have always been really weak, but this polish keeps them really good. StellaChroma.com. Non-affiliate. Love their polish. It's like Big 5 or Big 7 free or whatever it is. Anyways, it's a subscription. I love it. You can also just buy bottles of it. But the women who I follow whose subscription box training I took years ago when I started my subscription box. She, this Stella Chroma also goes to her. So that's why I found out about her. And I love it. And you get this little box in the mail. It's just this cute box like this in the mail. But I love her polish because it like shimmers and has shimmeries and glistenies. And yeah, see, I can't get anything to look right today. This camera's not picking up anything, is it? Nope. Don't like the way the camera's going. So, I guess that's about it. I don't know if I have anything else left to chat about, and I've been going on for 40 minutes already. So I am going to go ahead and say good night, everyone. Dave and I have places to go, people to see, and I will catch you next time. I hope you all had a great Sunday. Tell me below what you're working on or what you worked on this weekend or what your latest project is. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell because it will help YouTube's algorithm to push me out to more people so they can have all the fun too watching all this. Don't forget to catch my weekly, well, somewhat weekly podcasts at southernscanespodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts, like on Apple or Spotify. You know what? I have a lot of podcasts that I've already recorded that I have to upload for my weekly podcasts, but I've got to go in and edit them. That's why I like doing lives, because I don't have to worry about going in and editing anything. It's just live. But with all these podcasts, I got to go in and edit them. So, not my most favorite thing to do. So, hopefully there'll be a podcast coming this week. Like I said, yarn clubs are in the mail. T-shirt clubs should be in the mail. I think they're done. I think the printer said that they were done. Should be in the mail. I think that's it, guys. Notions Club, sign up if you're interested because Notions Club will rebill on July 1st. It's a quarterly club, and this month we're doing darning kits. Yes. I have been wanting to put together a darning kit for myself. So it's awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. It's a cute little thing that I've put together. I've scoured everywhere. We're going to have yarn in it. We're going to have darning needles. We're going to have those, a nice wooden darning egg, but it's actually going to be a mushroom shape. We're going to have like a little mending loom so you can mend. So this will be great for socks, holes in things. Oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I've got a whole bunch of ideas. So I can't wait to share them with you. And it's all going to come in a cute little bag. But it's just, yeah, I'm excited about it. I love this idea. So I've been wanting to put something together like this for a while. So I did for myself. So I put one together for the Notions Club. So if you're in the Notions Club or you want to be in the Notions Club, sign up because that will start on July 1st. Thanks so much, everybody. I will chat with y'all later. Have a great Sunday. Bye now.